Follow-up. There's got to be a follow-up. That was a huge embarrassment. You're trying to give a presentation. The bracelet on the Seiko Sumo is stuck. You've got tape on it. I mean, what are you, like Farmer John who can't even make sausage? We got to do a follow-up. You have no idea what I just went through. A little drama here. You know, my wife leaves me alone. She takes the girls on vacation. I get in all sorts of trouble. Didn't Pascal say that man gets into trouble because he can't stay alone and quiet in his bedroom? Well, that's me. And by the way, I'm completely uncomfortable in front of that damn Canon T5 HD. I don't know how to use technology. I feel like a fish out of water. And here I am in this low grade iMac camera. I don't know. I just feel like I can be my normal slob self. So, you know, I was trying to tell you, I got the Seiko Sumo for the 5th time. And for some reason, the 5th time, I was enjoying it more than ever in terms of the case and the dial. But I was noticing some rattling, some cheap rattling on the stock bracelet. So I got a strap code Endmill bracelet. And honestly, I wish I would have got the butterfly kind because this one's sticky. I was doing a presentation an hour ago or so, and I couldn't even get it off my wrist for you guys. I mean, that was outrageous. Couldn't get it off my wrist. Had tape on it. I had to go to Watch City. They had to mechanically remove it. I mean, they actually had to take the bracelet off. It was a nightmare. They had to get tools. It was like I was being rescued by the fire department. I was like, just get a hacksaw, just cut my wrist off, no problem. You know, my wife leaves me alone for a week. I get in all sorts of trouble. So I let them look at it, and they take the tape off, and it's still stuck. It's still stuck. And Matt, he says, you know, the buckle is calibrated too tightly. I'm going to loosen it. He says the buckle's calibrated, and so he loosened it. Then he was afraid it was too loose, and it was too tight. Then it was too loose, and it was too tight. And so this particular, now I have another end mill that doesn't have this problem. And I want to show you this other end mill I have on my Seiko 3rd generation Black Monster SRP 307. This one has a little latch that you can for releasing it, like these buttons. Now the one on my Sumo, this is made specifically for the Sumo, and it's not a flat edge like the one for. But this one does not have those little buttons, so you got to just kind of pry it open, and it's sticky. Who knows? Maybe it will get less sticky over time. I don't know. But the actual bracelet, I like it better than the stock bracelet. It's not a complete match. It's too slight for me to notice. It's definitely an upgrade. Both Matt and Rafi agreed it is an upgrade on the Sumo, and so I do like the Sumo more. Just gosh, I was traumatized by that sticky bracelet on live TV. So that was an issue, and no other news to report. You know, Rafi and I talked about luxury tier 4, tier 5 watches and the difference between those and tier 2 and 3, tier 3 mostly. And, you know, he was telling me pretty much you're dealing with the same 316 stainless steel metal. The, you know, those watches you like, McMahon, he knows I like the Breitling Super Avenger, and he knows I like the Omega Planet Ocean chronograph. He says what happens is it's even though it's the same materials, those Swiss-made watches, those tier 4, tier 5 watches, they hand finish them for hours and hours and polish them. They're just hand buffing them and hand finishing them. And he said that's really where you get that refined look, and that's what you're paying for. So anyways, I had to do a follow-up on that last video. Thought the fire department was going to have to come pick me up. You know, I get into all sorts of trouble when my wife leaves. You know, she leaves, and I wanted to get this thing. What is this thing? This is a Zoom H4n. This is so I can do piano recordings without setting up all the video equipment. This should simplify things, though. Let me tell you, the manual on this is pretty long. I think this is going to have a learning curve. But once I learn this, it's going to make my piano recordings a lot easier. And the other thing is, when you're playing the piano and you're trying to come up with the piano music and the melody line for the vocals, and damn it, I cannot sing. I resent that. I'm bitter that I cannot sing. But such a bitter little man, you speaking in front of your computer. But the beauty of this is that you can get that your idea, immediately on this with really good sound quality. Purportedly, I haven't even reviewed this yet. Uh, the Zoom H4n. It's called the Handy Recorder. It's handy. We'll see about that. So, anyways, that's my follow up, and I'm out of here.